Picture the scene. America's tennis powerhouse, fresh off a grueling US Open where dreams shattered under the flashing lights, suddenly teeters on the brink of disaster as their ace server Taylor Fritz battles a mysterious post-match ailment that could sideline him just hours before the Czech Republic showdown. Whispers of a nagging foot issue from earlier in the year resurface, turning what should be a home soil rout in Delray Beach into a nail-biting gamble. Will the world number 4 step up, or crumble under the pressure, handing the underdogs a shocking upset? Craving more pulse-pounding sports twists? Smash subscribe now for the raw edge. The Davis Cup stage crackles with tension in sunny Florida, where the United States squad, already battered by the withdrawals of rising stars Ben Shelton and Tommy Paul due to shoulder and hip woes, now hangs in the balance over Fritz's uncertain fitness. Captain Bob Bryan, the doubles legend with a steely gaze, stood before the press without his top gun, fueling speculation that Fritz's absence from the draw ceremony signals deeper trouble, a subtle limp spotted in practice, perhaps echoing that left foot injury that sidelined him during clay season. Yet, in a move that screams desperation and defiance, Bryan bolsters the lineup with towering Riley Opelka, whose booming serves could echo like thunder if called upon, alongside doubles dynamos Rajiv Ram and Austin Krajicek, fresh from Olympic silver glory. Francis Tiafoe, the charismatic anchor with a sore back but unbreakable spirit, steps into the number 1 slot, his 2-0 edge over Czech rising star Jiří Lehecka a glimmer of hope amid the chaos. The Czechs arrive loaded, with teenage phenom Jakub Mensik, the Miami Masters conqueror now at number 17, flanked by the steady Thomas Mačák and the surging Lehecka, all hungry to exploit American vulnerabilities on the hard courts they know so well. Imagine the electric atmosphere at Delray Beach Tennis Center, palm trees swaying as the first rubber looms, Fritz's potential no-show thrusting Tiafoe into a do-or-die opener against Mensik, whose blistering forehand has felled giants. But hold on, because a surprise bombshell drops. Opelka, back from his own injury odyssey, hints at a singles cameo, his 6'11" frame a wild card that could flip the script. Bryan's strategy unfolds like a chess masterstroke, drawing on tales from his own 2007 Cup triumphs, whispering motivation to a team that's more brotherhood than roster. Fans buzz with memories of past glories, like the 1995 final where Sampras carried the flag, but this feels rawer, more precarious. As the sun dips low on September 12th, the air thickens with humidity and hype, every warm-up serve scrutinized for signs of Fritz's fate. Will he tape up and battle through, channeling the grit that took him to last year's Open final? Or does the ailment force a reshuffle, pitting untested pairings against a Czech unit that's unseeded but unbreakable? The narrative weaves through. Through personal stakes, Tiafoe's hometown crowd roaring him on, Fritz's Miami roots pulling him back from the edge. Late-night team huddles turn into soul-searching sessions, bonds forged in the fire of uncertainty. And just as optimism flickers, a Czech captain's sly jab about Florida's sweltering September heat adds fuel, questioning if the hosts can handle the pressure cooker they've created. This isn't mere qualifiers, it's a saga of resilience, where one man's pain could ignite a nation's rally cry. The stakes skyrocket, a win catapults them to Bologna's final 8, inches from cup glory after years in the wilderness. Fritz's resolve, whispered in private, hints at a comeback for the ages, but doubts linger like shadows on the baseline. Dive into NRL Insider for the unfiltered pulse of competition, where tennis ties mirror the brutal bonds of rugby finals, raw, relentless, real. As dawn breaks over Delray Beach on match day, the Fritz enigma explodes into full view. Reports swirl of a precautionary scan revealing inflammation that borders on heartbreak, yet the warrior emerges for a light hit, his serves cracking like whips, defying the odds in a moment that silences the skeptics. Teammates rally around him, Tiafoe slapping his back with a grin that hides the fear, Opelka looming as the silent sentinel ready to unleash if needed. The Czechs, under Thomas Berdys' tactical eye, plot meticulously, targeting Fritz's suspected weakness with Mensik's raw power in the potential anchor spot. But here's the gut-punch revelation. Fritz, in a pre-tie interview leaked to insiders, confesses the ailment stems not just from Djokovic's quarterfinal grind but a deeper toll from the United Cup heroics earlier this year, where he toppled Hurkacz in a 5-set epic. This vulnerability humanizes the machine, turning him from untouchable number 4 to everyman's fighter, his Miami training ground now a proving ground for legacy. The doubles duo of Ram and Krajicek, with their Paris pedigree, emerges as the safety net, their synchronized volleys a symphony against Mačák's mixed prowess. Crowds swell the stands, South Florida's tennis faithful waving flags in a sea of red, white, and blue, chanting for the under siege stars. Bryan's halftime pep talks echo legends like McEnroe's fire, igniting a spark that could carry them through. Yet, As the first ball flies, a shocking pivot unfolds. Fritz ups for the number 2 slot, conserving energy for a Sunday decider, thrusting Tiafoe into the lion's den against Lehecka, whose recent ranking leap post-open adds menace. The match unfolds in riveting layers. Tiafoe's flair clashing with Czech precision, every break point a heartbeat away from glory or gloom. Off court, Fritz paces like a caged tiger, his ailment a ticking clock that could rewrite histories. Fans recount the 2003 Del Rey ties magic, when Roddick's heroics lit the night, but this crew carries fresher scars. The Shelton retirement mid-open a fresh wound.